Hello Monster Hunters, lol, it's Rory Cocker here for Nintendo Life, and today we're going to be taking a look at Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for the Wii U, and yeah, we're going to check for software updates. That's always fun, but I don't think there should be any. No, of course there's not. Okay, so here we are, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. This is of course an enhanced version of Monster Hunter Tri for the Wii, and yeah, it launched a couple of weeks ago. We give it a 9 out of 10, so we were suitably impressed. And yeah, we're just gonna give you a quick little a let's play kind of video today. It could go one of two ways, of course, because, well, for starters, I've never done a let's play video before, and I've never played Monster Hunter before either. So could be interesting, this one. I dabbled in 3 very briefly, Try 3, whatever you want to call it. But this is not really a game you can dabble in, so I'm really not up to speed with the particulars of this game. Okay, so main menu, we've got the data transfer. This is where you can share your saves between the 3DS version and the Wii U version. So you can play on the 3D, so you can play on the Wii U rather. Take your hunting with you on the bus or wherever you want to go in your free time, and carry on playing. Bring your 3DS back with you, upload it to the Wii U, and carry on where you left off, which is a great little feature. We've also got a DLC section here, but I assume there's not going to be anything there as of yet because this is still a fairly new game. So here we are at the character creation screen. You can have male or female, but last time I checked, I was a male, so we'll stick with that. Clothing types, you got 4 different types of clothing, but they're all pretty, pretty scantily clad. If that was me, I would be wearing a few more articles of clothing than that. We'll go with type 1. Why not? Clothing colour. Generally, if there's a character creation screen, I'm just going to make the most hideous-looking creature possibly imaginable. Face. I can pick a face. I am picking a face. I wish I had this option as a child, and then I wouldn't be stuck with this. Okay, we'll go with type 2 because it's slightly reminiscent of Shulk from Xenoblade. Features. Feature 1 is it's a mustache. Of course, it's a mustache. Okay, so we'll go with a yellow mustache and a green beard. They're probably wrong. I am colourblind. I'm probably gonna get that is a yellow mustache. I'm pretty sure. We can pick a hairstyle. What have we got here? We've got a bit of a pompadour, a groove style pompadour here. We'll go with that, and we'll have a light. We'll have a light colour. It contrasts well with the beard, I think. You can pick a voice. You can even pick a voice. They've got all bases covered. That sounds a little bit like Link. So I'm gonna stick with that. And yeah, he's looking a bit pasty, isn't he? He's looking a bit pale. Give him a bit of a tan. That's not a tan. He looks like Joey Essex. Okay, so let's go. Oh, enter a name. Okay, I will do. Your character name, blah blah blah. Please refrain rather from using content that is illegal. Love it. How would a name be illegal? Possibly. Okay. We'll go with Sean Bean. Hopefully some of you guys are fans of Sean Bean. Okay, so we've got the heads-up display settings here. We've got standard versus dynamic. Difference being that, in standard mode, this is what, if you've played the game before, you'll be used to this. You've got your vitals on the screen, such as your health bar, stamina bar, map, weapon sharpness, all that kind of lovely stuff. Dynamic, on the other hand, brings all of that off the TV and onto the gamepad. Some of you may like that, some of you may not. In this kind of game, you may want to have those kind of stats available at all times on the TV. However, I'm a sucker for having, a very clean image on the TV. I remember when the Wii U gamepad was first announced. That was one of the features I was most looking forward to, actually. Having completely heads-up displayless video games. Although in an RPG, well, I'm not saying this is an RPG, but in an RPG like Monolith Soft's new game, for example, I think I will be opting to keep your vitals like HP and MP on the TV screen, simply because you kind of need that at all times, unless of course you want to die. So yeah, this is the introductory sequence, and this guy's just carrying the remains of maybe 1, 2, 3 monsters, who knows, just over his shoulder. not even caring what he's doing. So yeah, here we are in Moga village. I think that's the correct pronunciation. And you know, everyone in this village seems to be stacked, like seriously stacked. That guy's ripped. Wow, this guy's not messing around. But yeah, questionable choices of clothing once again from these guys. You know, I think that area in particular would be receiving, you know, a decent amount of armor if I was living here. Okay, so these guys, you know, I mean, they seem to like the fish quite a lot. It makes sense, it's a port town, but they seem to like the fish quite a lot. I mean, whoa, she doesn't seem to like fish at all. I mean, that was barbaric. Is that, they look like knickknacks. Do you remember knickknacks? Or maybe it's a chicken leg and that guy's just really small in comparison. Okay, so that's a cat gardening. Seriously, that's a cat gardening. And, you know, this is my kind of game. And I think that cat just threw a gangster sign. And already, you know, this is my kind of game. This is Game of the Year caliber kind of stuff here. And, oh my lord. Trouble in Paradise. Who'd have thunk it, eh? It seems to be some kind of earthquake. The village chief in the background, not really bothered at all. But here comes Sean Bean. Make way, guys! Come on, make way! Come on, out of the way! And Sean Bean is here, and hopefully we can save the day. And you know, we're speaking to, you know, that guy kind of looks like a shark, doesn't he? Like the hair, the face, kind of reminiscent of a shark. Okay, so now we're loading, guys, as you might be able to tell. And gameplay. Video games. Morning, Hunter, you sleep well? Probably not. If there's any comfort to you, Moga Village hasn't seen 2 quakes in the same day yet. So that was an earthquake, not a monster. Living here long enough builds sinew and character, apparently. You ever heard of the Gaia crystal? No, I actually haven't, but it's a pernicious sea monster, and I assume you guys probably have heard of it. So yeah, a lot was made of the underwater sections of this game when it was first being shown off by Capcom, because if I recall correctly, I'm 99% sure this is true, but I think Monster Hunter 3 was the first Monster Hunter game to feature underwater combat. Who's this kid here? Carefree lad. Excuse me, if you want to get to Moga Woods, just cross this bridge. You can get back the same way, so try not to forget where the entrance is. Not sure what's wrong with this kid. Maybe is he scared? Is he scared of Sean Bean? Is he starstruck? I don't know. Maybe he's just cold, but it doesn't look very cold to me. Okay, so we're off to... how is this guy talking to me? Like, seriously? It makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, hey there, kid. Can you hear me? I can. I don't know how, but I can. Telepathy? Maybe he's got like a mobile phone and he just doesn't want to, you know... Maybe he's from the future and he just doesn't want to scare everyone away. Okay, so here we are in... Well, Moga Woods, apparently, but, you know, there's like one tree and a couple of shrubs. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that doesn't really, to me, that doesn't constitute, you know, any kind of wooded area. Okay, so we're talking about stamina now, obviously, because I've chosen dynamic, probably not the best idea. He's talking about stamina, which is, well, it's pretty self-explanatory, really. If you sprint, like so, your stamina bar will deplete. And, you know, this is why you might want to have this on the TV. Because, you know, if you run out of stamina, that's a very odd constructed sentence, isn't it? If you run out of stamina during a battle, you know, you're gonna have a bad time because you know, he's gonna stop running and he's gonna start panting everywhere, and obviously that leaves you open to attack, and you know that's not ideal. That's not really what we want. Okay, so we are on our way to the camp, which has been badly affected by the earthquake, apparently. The monster looking... Okay, so these are aptonoths. And, yeah, these are herbivores. They're very... Well, I say pretty low level. They're very low level. I mean, you know, they don't pose any kind of threat whatsoever, even to a complete novice like me. You know what I mean? I was going to say, you know, they're not violent unless provoked, but, you know, even if provoked, I'm running around in front of this guy and he's having none of it. He's like, mate, I only eat grass, mate. You know, he's not interested in my flesh. You know, unfortunately for him, we kind of need some meat. So, you know what? Like the bully I am, I'm going to take out the smallest, you know, the offspring. You remind me of myself when I was your age. Of course, my stamina gauge was much longer. Is that a euphemism, Mr. Village Chief? I certainly hope not, because that would be very rude indeed. Yeah, that kid's. I mean, they don't seem too bothered, do they? Oh, hey, this one's. Oh, yeah, here we go. He's getting his mad up. This one. I can't be having that. I'm sorry, mate, but you know, I am a monster hunter. Got to show you who's boss. So yeah, these are herbivores. What we can do now: put the sword away, and we can carve this monster up. Obtain some raw meat, which is useful for all sorts of things, really. Primarily for me, because you know, later on you'll get a barbecue spit, which is then used to cook the raw meat. And yeah, would you believe cooking meat with a barbecue? And yeah, and when you eat that, it will increase your stamina bar. So you can, you know, you can go for longer when you are fighting. You can sprint for longer. You can do more rolls, that kind of thing. Okay, so here we are. I think that might be Junior. Yeah, you know, with a name like Junior, I was expecting somebody a little bit smaller. Okay, so it seems you reached the camp in one piece. Yeah, that is Junior. So let's go and say hi to Junior. And I have this thing in video games where, you know, I could talk to him now, but I kind of have. It's like an OCD kind of thing. I have to be facing. I have to be facing the guy directly. Okay, so there we go. Glad you dropped by. Did the old man send you for a tour? He did. Not that natural disasters make for chit-chat. Well, they do. You know, not necessarily positive chit-chat, but well, actually, I guess chit-chat kind of implies a kind of banal kind of discussion. But nonetheless, this is your base camp. Blah 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 blah. The Quake really did this place in, did it? It looks alright to me. I need to get back to the village. Anything I could munch on. I'm so hungry, I could eat an Aptodoth. Well, mate, you are in luck, because we do have some raw meat in our pouch of wonder, in our pouch of mystery. You have raw meat, I do. What is this guy? What is this absolute? Oh, it's disturbing. He's eating raw meat. Can I have it, please? Thank you. Something about animal flesh gets. Oh my god, I can't talk to this guy any longer. Blah blah blah. Scout's honor. You handed over one raw meat. Is that grammatically correct, Capcom? I'm not sure it is. Okay, so heading back to the village, and that is what that is a very strategically placed boulder. You know, not to be cynical or anything, but I have a sneaking suspicion that might just be blocking off access to a later part of the game. But you know, who knows? Who knows? Okay, so heading back to the village now, and oh yeah, sorry, I should probably mention that this game recently released. What's the word I'm looking for here, guys? Help me out. Recently received. There we go. Received a patch which will allow you to play the game fully on the gamepad. That was one of the you know, the biggest requests that Capcom had since announcing the game, and you know, I'm just trying to find out where it is. Options maybe. Of course, you know, people, when this game was announced, people were thinking, you know, Monster Hunter on the gamepad. That's awesome, and yes, I can confirm. There we go. Wii U gamepad Type 2. The game is now being displayed fully on the Wii U gamepad. You might have noticed that the sound from the TV actually stopped being, yeah, you know, transmitted. Is that the correct word? I guess. But yeah, obviously you guys can't see that, but I am happy to report that it looks good. It looks really good, in fact. Maybe not quite as good as on the TV, because you know, the colours are a little bit more washed out, perhaps. And but you know, it looks good. And when you know, when the Wii U was first, maybe not first announced, but when people first got their hands on it, I remember you know, a few websites were doing like pretty in-depth tests on the response time of the Wii U gamepad, because you know, when this idea came out, you know, streaming 1080p video over a wireless signal, everyone was thought, you know, can't be done. I mean, it can be done, but not without any kind of noticeable lag. And yeah, a lot of the tests found that the gamepad was actually ahead of the TV in quite a lot of cases, and that kind of seems to be true in my case as well. When I was moving the camera around, then it's milliseconds difference, yeah, it kind of seemed to be a little bit faster on the gamepad. And my TV isn't the greatest. It's it's not a terrible TV. It's a Toshiba, and in fact, it's actually a good TV. It's a couple of years old now, but it's a 32-inch full 1080p set, and yeah, the response times generally are really good. But the Wii U gamepad has bested it. Okay, so hang on a minute here. How did he get back to the village before me? This is I think there's something rather sinister, maybe something rather sinister going on, because I think everyone's got modern day technology except for me. Maybe he's got some kind of jet ski. I don't know. I have something here for you. Okay, here's the barbecue spit I was talking about. So yeah, okay, so hunt report. You want to after a quest, or after you've got some kills, you want to come back here, transfer all your kills into resource points, and yep. Sometimes you'll get commodities, sometimes you won't. Depends on what you've been killing. Villager requests. We don't quite have 30 resource points we need, so back out to the village. There's Master Yoda again. I think we'll be ignoring him for now. He will help you to create new weapons, that kind of thing. Now this guy's talking to me telepathically. What is going on? As luck would have it, there are some carnivores in Zone 6, apparently. Okay, so we're back in the Moga Woods. Moga Woods. It's a tree. Okay, so any luck finding herbs? You were just telling me to hunt carnivores a minute ago. Okay, so we got herbs here. Again, not as a newbie, as a noob. I'm not entirely sure what these do, what they're for, but I know that you can get quite a lot of herbs from one plant, which is very handy, very resourceful. I think that'll do for now. Okay, so I'll give you a demo of the barbecue spits, simply because, well, one, I need to improve my stamina, but also because it's like possibly the greatest music ever recorded by man. Oh yeah. So yeah, there we go. You want to wait till about 2 seconds after the music stops.
So tasty.
So tasty, and that will result in a well done steak. Obviously, you can. If you pull it off too early, you're going to get a rare steak, and if you pull it off too late, you're going to get a burnt steak. And, ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, so here we are on our way to Zone 6, and there's another very suspicious looking boulder. I mean, come on, Capcom. Who are you kidding there? Who are you trying to kid, should I say? There's clearly a massive crevice behind there, and, I get the feeling that boulder, later on will be maybe airlifted to safety with the facets of modern day technology that this seemingly primitive, civilization seems to have. Perhaps a helicopter, who knows? Okay, so these are, I can't quite remember the name of these. Kelby, is it? Yes, there we go, Kelby. And, these are like deers. Yeah, very reminiscent of a deer. And it's pretty gruesome, this, because, usually you will attack a monster and it dies. And, arguably that's a worse way to go because it's dead. But in the case of these guys, you kind of just knock them unconscious. Come back. You kind of just knock them unconscious and then, like, carve parts of the body off. Like, just a horn or whatever I'm going to get here. What are we going to get? Yeah, the horn. I've just carved this guy's horn off. He just gets back up and carries on, prances away. It's quite disturbing, really. And we got more boulders there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if Peter have picked up on this game yet, but and wow, I'm 20 years old and my voice is still breaking. That should not be happening. Okay, so yeah, like I said, Peter. I don't know if they've picked up on this yet, but if they do, I think they're gonna have an absolute field day because, they were having to go at Super Mario 3D Land because apparently Mario's Tanuki suit promotes the killing and of furry animals and the the wearing of fur as a fashion statement, which is just utterly ridiculous. Like, I don't even know where to begin with that comment. And, you know, you've got games like this where you're actively slaughtering animals, and they've not said anything. But that's Peter for you, isn't it? Well, actually, you know, they might have said something, but I kind of tend to ignore that company these days. Okay, so here we have some Jaggy. And these are the first carnivores we are going to experience. Is that the right word? Ouch. You know, these are super low-level enemies. But, you know, I'm still probably going to struggle a little bit here, as I am very, very bad at this game. So we got, you know, we got the dodge mechanic, we got the block mechanic. Very nice. And yeah, these don't really pose much of a threat unless they're in a huge group, or unless you're really bad. I mean, even I seem to be dealing with these guys fairly easily. And is this going to take us to the 30 resource points we need? Not quite. Okay, so we got 24 resource points. So we'll head on into the next zone and see what we can find. Yeah, Jackies are very very dinosaur-esque in their appearance and mannerisms. I guess a lot of the monsters in this game will be. It's almost like the Jurassic Park game that everyone's always wanted. Well, that's a really bad comment. In fact, it's nothing like Jurassic Park. Okay, so we've got flying enemies, which are always really fun, aren't they? Never annoying. I mean, you know, Keese in Zelda. Everyone loves Keese. Okay, so, you know, just demonstrating my phenomenal combat skills. Okay, so these are called Nahabra, is that right? Banana? I'm going to call them bananas. And hopefully in a minute we'll have a bit of a banana split. Oh god, that didn't work, did it? Banana split? No? No? I mean, like, 1 minute he's interested, the next he's not. Come on! Right. Oh, there we go. No, one hit. Gonna take another hit. I mean, there's gonna be Monster Hunter veterans watching this and, like, possibly wanting to commit suicide right now. And for that I can only apologise. Please don't, you know, please stick with us. This banana will be dead momentarily. Yes! There we go, finally. And now we have the required 30 resource points that we needed. I have a feeling that the 3DS version of the game would, you know, the 3D depth would have come in handy there, because I was finding it a little bit hard to locate where he was in relation to me. So yeah, this game is available on the 3DS as well. Both games feature online play, but you know, a little bit of a disclaimer here. So the Wii U version can go online independently, of course, by itself. It's 4-player online. It features full voice chat. And without the need for a dedicated headset, which, you know, you might think is a pretty standard feature, and, you know, to me it makes sense. But up until now, for what I think is the majority of Wii U games, you would have to buy a dedicated headset, even though the Wii U gamepad has you know, an integrated mic. But for this game, and for Need for Speed Most Wanted U, you can actually utilise the Wii U the Wii U gamepad's mic, which, you know, makes sense in a number of ways. So yeah, that's good. And so yeah, this is where it gets interesting though, because the 3DS version can go online. But check this out, guys, because this is mental. Okay, so what you need, of course, you need a 3DS, a Nintendo 3DS or 3DS XL system, a copy of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for the Nintendo 3DS. And you know, you think that's where it might end, but no. Of course, you need a Wii U system, seriously, and also a copy of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for the Wii U. So you know, this game requires serious investment financially as well as time-wise. Okay, so we're back here. We need to report our kills to Junior. And so yeah, here we go. We got some commodities here. A Pitton's Fang, a Curved Fang. Kind of reminds me of the ridiculous item names that you would get in Xenoblade Chronicles, like a Dance Apple. A Dance Apple. What is a Dance Apple? And then and then you read the description, and it would be like, this apple really gets the party going. What does that mean? When have you ever been to a party and, you know, just like 20 people standing around an apple, just like, yeah. Okay, so we reported those kills. And I think we'll head back out now. I think, you know, maybe some more of those boulders have mysteriously vanished. In fact, no. I know what I need to do. I need to go back to the village and talk to Master Yoda, as I'm going to refer to him from now on, because he gives us a pickaxe, and he will allow us to mine for ore, which is vital, because later on you need to be able to forge your own weapons and, you know, make new ones, because, you know, this sword is not going to cut it for too long. Okay, so we're off to Area 4, which is apparently a great place to mine for ore. And that rhymed. Okay, so, you know, visually, of course, it is a step up from the Wii version. It's in full 1080p. Not an upscale, it's a full up-res 1920 by 1080, full HD. So, you know, we got rid of some of the, if not most of the jaggies. Haha, see, you get it, because some of the monsters are called jaggies. Well, that joke just failed because, you know, the plural of jaggy is jaggy. You know, like fish and fish, and sheep and sheep. So, yeah, that didn't really work. I mean, even if it did work, you know, not sure it was funny anyway. Okay, so here we are in the cave. Some form of a nondescript, horrible, dark, dingy cave, and you know, we've been sent to get some ore. So this kind of thing is you know, goes on the side of walls. So we just get our pickaxe out, hit A, and it's easy as that. And so now we have ore. We've been asked to get one, but I think we can go. One better. We can get two or three, two better even. I mean, hopefully Chief will be impressed with that. Now we just need to get out of here. Oh my goodness gracious me. That seems to be some form of overgrown leech. Not really liking that. That needs to go now. Oh, did you see how the shadow came above me there? It was almost like a wall master from Zelda. And guys, if you can't tell, I'm quite a big Zelda fan. So yeah, I imagine there'd be like a couple of, you know, two types of people watching this video. Monster Hunter veterans who are probably just like, you know, I doubt they'll still be watching by now, probably shaking their head in disbelief at how dreadful I am at this game. And then, oh god, and then, you know, the other group will be, I assume, people who are kind of on the fence, you know, on whether or not to pick this game up. And honestly, I can't really help you there, because it's definitely a Marmite kind of game. You know, you're going to either love it or you're going to hate it. And it's really peculiar that this, of all games, has a Wii U eShop demo. It also has a 3DS eShop demo, but what I mean by that is that, you know, I think it's fair to say that the majority of Wii U games do not have a demo on the eShop. And, you know, of all games to pick, I find this kind of a strange one, because it's such a big game. It's, you know, we're talking hundreds and hundreds of hours of gameplay. So, you know, to try and represent such a large game in a demo is, you know, it's kind of futile, you know, because it's such a big game. So it's something you're going to want to try before you buy, but in a more expanded kind of, you know, setting than the demo. Maybe rent it first. I don't know, but you're not really going to get a grasp of what the game's about from these, you know, this hour or so. Which, now that I mention it, kind of makes this video completely pointless, doesn't it? But oh well. Cut the chit-chat. Hunt report. Oh, well, I'm not meant to be here. I'm meant to be talking to Master Yoda. Sorry, Junior, mate. Here we are. So, yeah. Villager requests. They have requested 1 iron ore. 1 piece of iron ore. Whoo-wee! Would you look at this iron ore? It's real quality stuff. Blah, 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 blah. You can check your fancy hunter's notes. Okay, so I think we are now ready to... Oh, not quite. We need to talk to Junior again. So yeah, like I said, this is it's a game that you're going to want to try first. Haha, get it? Try. Monster Hunter try? No? Nobody? Okay. I'm going to stop with the attempts at comedy now. Okay, back to Moga Woods, I think. The Chief's son. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, so now a couple of more zones have appeared on our map. Just trying to figure out the quickest way to get there. Probably this way. And I think now that we can probably show you a little bit of the underwater combat. Yeah, Monster Hunter 3 was the first game to feature underwater combat in a Monster Hunter game. And, you know, there was a PSP version of Monster Hunter 3. But they took out the underwater sections for whatever reason. But that's back now. That's back for the Wii U version and the 3DS versions. So, you know, if you enjoyed that part of the game, then, yeah, you're in for a treat. We gave this a 9 out of 10. So, you know, we were suitably impressed with it. I think the general consensus is that Ultimate is definitely the right word. The right suffix, should I say, for this game, because it is the, you know, by far the definitive version of an already great game. So, although, you know, having said that, if you already sunk, you know, hundreds of hours into Monster Hunter Tri on the Wii, then, you know, I'm not entirely sure that this is going to be worth the upgrade for you, unless you, of course, you are a sucker for, you know, the off-TV play, which we now finally have. But, you know, having said that, it's no secret really that, you know, Wii U games are pretty few and far between right now. So, you know, this is one of the biggest releases in recent months. Well, I'd say since the system's release, really. And, yeah, you know, if you're looking for something to play on your Wii U, yeah, give this a try. Right, so I just lost my train of thought, though. Where are we? We are in Zone 10 currently, and we got some more herbivores. These guys are not going to attack us, so you know, I'll leave them to it. They're quite majestic looking creatures, aren't they? Into the water we go. You ready to get your feet wet? I am. They're already wet. So yeah, he's talking about the control scheme that you can use the D-pad to control the camera, which I don't know if that's just some text that they forgot to take out of the Wii version. Because obviously the Wii lacked the second stick. Well, I mean, if you're using the Wii remote and nunchuck combination, of course. But, you know, the Wii U obviously has a second stick. So, you know, I don't know why you would want to use the D-pad to control the camera. I mean, I've heard of the Monster Hunter Claw, which is like a technique that veteran Monster Hunter players have had to adapt to when playing the game on, like, PSP or something. Because obviously that system lacks a second analog stick, so you would have to use the D-pad to control the camera and hold the system in a very peculiar and, let's say, slightly uncomfortable way. Luckily that's gone for Wii U. You can control the camera using the right stick or the D-pad if you so choose. The 3DS version is similar. You can use the D-pad, I believe. You might want to double check that. You can definitely use the touchscreen. There is a physical, a digital D-pad, like a picture of the D-pad on the touchscreen, and you can use that to control the camera. Or, of course, and you know, I assume this is maybe not necessary, but definitely recommended. The 3DS version makes use of the, not the control, what do you call it? The Circle Pad Pro and the Circle Pad Pro XL. And yeah, I think, you know, generally I think that would be considered the best way to play, because camera control, I would say, well, maybe for a newcomer like me, is pretty vital, because, you know, some of the monsters can be really, really quick, and, you know, they're zipping past you to and fro, and sometimes you need to adjust the camera really quickly. Others might say that that's, you know, kind of counter to the combat of the game, and that, you know, the fact that the camera is quite hard to control is what gives the game its difficulty, and, you know, it's part of the charm of the combat. And you'll hear people say like, oh, I wish it had a lock on or whatever, and you know, because the monsters are quite quick. But no, I'm told by, you know, veterans of the series that would be a very bad idea indeed, because you know, like I said, part of the charm and part of the difficulty in the combat is that you know, it's pretty much you're left to your own devices, and there's a monster, kill it, you know, that's it. You know, some of the monsters can take literally hours to kill, like just one monster at a time, and So yeah, this, like I said, this is a game that's going to require serious investment time-wise. And yeah, check it out before you buy, I would say, because it's definitely, like I say, a Marmite game. And, you know, I'm now just waffling on and repeating myself, so that's usually a good indicator that it's time to call it a day. So, guys, this is Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for Nintendo Wii U. Nearly forgot the name of the system then. Yes, for Nintendo Wii U and Nintendo 3DS. And, yeah, if you're interested, you can check out the full written review at nintendolife.com.